Did I imagine this? Or did I really buy a broken, high mileage, bright green Vauxhall Corsa, sight unseen from a total stranger, and park it out there on the driveway? Oh dear. Welcome to Car Spy TV. Okay. In the last video, the car was delivered. We had a quick look around and found a whole load of treasure scattered throughout the cabin. And I also explained that this car has a significant coolant leak and indeed an engine oil leak. So today we'll top up the levels, get the car started, and if it's safe to do so, take it for a quick spin. We'll then find out whether or not it's a complete basket case. Right, so as this is a new engine to us, let's just take a moment to get our bearings. So, windscreen washer top up, that's a nice easy start. The battery's here, and look, it's got one of those windows that indicates whether it's healthy. Now that's green with a red dot. Can you see that? And that says okay, so that's an encouraging start. What's this thing? What's that say there? Before removal contact, RS connection. Oh, I know what that is. That's one of those black boxes you put on your car. It's flashing, look. That's one of those black boxes you put on your car if you are a young, inexperienced driver and you want cheaper car insurance. Right, what else do we have here? Expansion tank. Oil top-up, coil pack under here, I assume. Does that just lift up? Yes. Okay, so there's the top of the coil pack, dipstick, air filter, air intake. Oh, and there's the brake fluid reservoir. Always important to have brake fluid, allegedly. Let's see if we got any. Yep, we have some of that. Right, let's check the other levels. Right, now the garage I bought this car from said it had an engine oil leak, so clearly I don't want to start the engine if it's all dry in there. So first thing to do is to check the level. Clean off the dipstick. Pop it back in. Right, place your bets now. Hopefully there's at least something in there. Oh. Yeah, there's actually quite a bit. It's full. Well, that's a surprise. The oil is very dirty, but it is nonetheless present and correct. So it could do an oil change. Get back in there. Now, we also have a coolant leak, apparently. So let's have a look in the expansion tank. Yeah, well, there's not a lot in there, so I'll just top it up for now. With some water. I will get some proper coolant at some point. Okay. Now this coolant leak, according to the garage that I bought this car from, is apparently coming from the thermostat housing, which I believe is down there. Yeah, that thing there. And I've had a look online and these are easily available for a modest price. So if this car turns out to be worth spending any money on, that is something that will be addressed. Right. So we have oil, we have coolant, we have brake fluid. Let's start it up. Now, call me Mr. Fussy, but I don't want to go out on the real road without knowing that, well, the brakes work, because I've heard they come in handy. It would also be nice to know that the clutch works and that the engine doesn't cut out or anything annoying like that. So, what we'll do before we go out is just do a quick test in the driveway, where we are comparatively safe. So, oh, let's see if it starts. Fingers crossed. Started fine. Now the garage I bought this from did tell me there's an intermittent engine warning light on the dashboard, which isn't there now, but it does say it needs a service. It's also telling me to put my seatbelt on, but not in the driveway. So let's see if we have a clutch, shall we? First gear. Ooh, that mirror is totally wrong and very wobbly, look. That's going to fall off soon. Okay, right. Well, it moves. We have a clutch pedal. How about brakes? That's reassuring. We have brakes. It stopped from 5 miles an hour, no problem whatsoever. Okay, right, that's reverse gear. Let's take it backwards. It's still nagging me to put my seatbelt on. Brake. Okay. Oh, what's that noise? Can you hear that? Like a screeching sound. I bet that's the auxiliary belt. Yeah, I think so. Okay, well that won't stop us taking it out. One more go, just for peace of mind. I'll put it in first gear this time, shall I, rather than just reverse into the hedge. And we'll pop it here, next to the 100-pound Nissan Micra, which is sitting just over there, looking resplendent. Okay. God, that belt's really squeaky. Now, before we go out on the road, I do, of course, need to get this car taxed and insured, which is what I'm doing there on the computer. And did I remember to show you these? We've got a few bits of paper with the car, invoices and so on, including a brochure from when it was new. Look, you can tell it says new Corsa for 2011. It's definitely not a new car now. And in fact, the brochure's looking pretty second-hand itself. Half the pages are falling out, but never mind. We do also have in here the owner's manual, which could well come in handy, and this one here, which is for the infotainment system. That's the infotainment system I showed you last time, which someone took out and left in the boot, and I may well install that another day. But right now, I'm losing my voice. I'll try that sentence again. Right now, the priority is to get this car insured and out on the road. Okay then, first driving the spares or repair Vauxhall Corsa, and I really hope this goes well because I, for one, don't fancy breaking down. So, will it go through the gears? There's second. That's okay. Let's be brave and go for third, shall we? No problem. And now a little roundabout, so we'll go left. Brakes feel okay. That truck is parked right in the way. Never mind, we got round him. Right. Well, so far, so good. I don't attempt anything here. The steering feels okay. There are no strange noises from the suspension, although there is a weird sloshing sound coming from the bulkhead. Which way should we go? What do you reckon, left or right? Right? Okay, fair enough. And we might be able to get into fifth gear up here. Tell you what, we'll block change to make sure we do. What's that there in the road? Just a whole load of leaves? Right, come on, fifth gear. Yeah, that's no problem. Okay, so the gearbox seems okay, at least first impression. Tell you what we'll do, there's a old railway bridge not a million miles from here, which is quite interesting. We'll go and have a look at that. And then we'll go home. So, as you can see, we're going to have to do a little bit of off-roading to find this old disused railway bridge, and I can't quite remember where it is. It's down here somewhere. Oh, bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. Let's slow down a bit, shall we? Don't want to shake the car apart. Now, is it straight on or left? I think it's left. Because straight on looks very narrow, doesn't it? All right. Second gear. Yes, I think this is correct. Down here somewhere. Now this bridge, when did it stop being used? I think it was in the 1960s when dear old Dr. Beeching closed the railway station which used to operate in this town. There are a few of these bridges around here, in fact, and we still have the old railway station, but now it's been turned into a pub. And Mrs. Car Spy TV and I have done the odd quiz in that pub in the distant past. Where's the bridge? I don't remember being this far down. Oh, there it is. Okay, good, we found it. We're not going to have to drive for hours. Quite a sight, isn't it? I like that thing. An interesting part of our history. Now, where can I park? Let's go up there. We'll just stick it up here on the grass, out the way of any traffic, because as you can see, there's a lot of traffic down here. It's like the M25. I don't want to go too far left, though. There's a big ditch down there. So there you go. There's a closer look at the old disused railway bridge, and what a sight it must have been to see great big locomotives charging across there. I have climbed up there in the past, actually, many years ago, but I'm not going to do that today because I need to get the Corsa home before it runs out of coolant. Well, I would say that's an encouraging first drive for this little Vauxhall Corsa. There are, of course, known mechanical issues, and there are no doubt others yet to be discovered, but it fundamentally feels, at least on a first impression, like it's still got some life in it. So, if that continues to be the case, it may well be worth spending a bit of money on it, and the first money I've got to spend is to get some petrol, because the warning light's just come on for that. Oh well, never mind. Don't forget to subscribe to Car Spy TV. Do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.